Israel has warned that it will intensify its strikes in Gaza if Hamas keeps up its rocket fire.
Over the past week, Hamas militants have repeatedly fired rockets at Israel, particularly from northern Gaza, where the Israeli military is conducting a major offensive.
I want to send a clear message from here to the heads of the terrorists in Gaza. If Hamas does not soon allow the release of the Israeli hostages from Gaza, despite Israel's willingness to make far-reaching compromises in line with the principles outlined by the US President, and continues firing at Israeli communities, it will face blows of an intensity not seen in Gaza for a long time.
The Israeli Defense Minister's warning came after a visit to the town of Netanyahu, which was recently targeted by rocket fire from Gaza. Meanwhile, Israeli strikes continued across the enclave. Palestinian rescuers reported dozens of deaths from Israeli strikes on the first day of the new year. Plumes of smoke were seen billowing from the northern Gaza town of Beit Hanun. Airstrikes targeting Jabalia and its adjacent refugee camp killed at least 15 Palestinians. Israel says the operation in northern Gaza is aimed at preventing Hamas militants from regrouping.
As Israel threatens to further intensify the operation, Gazans are scrambling for food under heavy rain. In Gaza City, heavy rain flooded an internally displaced camp, forcing people to seek shelter. Others were seen struggling to fill up their plastic containers with drinking water.
Meanwhile, Israel's former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has announced his resignation from parliament. Gallant was dismissed in November after spearheading the military campaign in Gaza for more than a year. Prime Minister Netanyahu had sacked Gallant after months of disagreements over the conduct of the war against Hamas.
As the former Minister of Defense, I am responsible for everything that happened from the beginning of my position in the months before the war until the end of my position more than a year after the start of the war.